Hi, my name is John, and this is my presentation for assessment of the module Transformational Leadership Development. The first part of presentation, I will tell you about my self-development journey based on the biggest question, how much I have changed after 1 year as MBS postgraduate student. To let you know more about me and also understand the journey, I'm going to talk my journey with three sections. The first one will be self-evaluation. The next one will be action plan, and the last one will be self-reflection. I'm I'm Trang. I'm come from Vietnam. So I mean that I'm an international student. I'm pursuing MSc Management and Business Analytics. My biggest dream is to become a part of for industry and who can apply the big data into providing human being with better life by provide them with innovative and cost-effective solutions. And actually, that after journey, the thing that I consider as the most valuable lesson will be about the step out of my comfort zone. Thing will never change until I step out of my comfort zone. To have a good journey, I think first thing have to understand myself is self-evaluation. I have self-assessed by my strength and weakness, both from my experience. I mean that other people comment about me, I think about myself, and the second will be about by assessment too. Um, the thing that I find that this assessment is based on the skill that I think that is really important for my professional role in the future, to evaluate what is strength, what is weakness, and the strength I need to develop. This is my strength. It's about solving problem, decision making, strategy planning. But what I need for the journey is how to improve my weakness. My weakness, actually, I have to say that because I'm an international student, even though that in my home country I'm a person good at communication, but in the international environment, I'm quite shy at first and not really confident to express my idea because I feel afraid to that other people can't understand what I'm saying, and maybe sometimes I feel afraid that I'm be kind of silly or something that is not me. I want to show my ability. So I think the thing that I need to focus too is about how to communicate with other people, with person to person, or also how to communicate effectively in a team. It's really important, not in my study in environment now, but it's also play an important role in my future. And the second one is about how can work in a flexible way, because I find it really insecure to work in uncertainty, working in uncertainty. I mean that something our plan, if something our plan, I will find it really challenging and kind of afraid to change my idea or something like that. That's why I think that there are two areas that I need to break the limitation. Is first one will be communication. The second one is about the my professional mindset, how to work professional in an international environment. Uh, After evaluate myself, I think that the action plan will be around two areas that I mentioned before, and the specific skill that I will need to improve as shown in the roadmap you can see. And I also stick my CPD hour into this specific skill. Actually, for the thing that I think that can contribute to my change after 1 year is about proactive attitude, and it also impact in the presentation and writing business report in my professional progress. Proactive attitude is really important for me because at first, as I said before, that I'm kind of afraid to communicate with others and also afraid to show that I don't understand or I'm showing my weakness. So I need to proactive to ask for help for other people. It's step out of my comfort zone. Uh, Step by step. The first thing I find that if I don't understand anything, I have to show it to the tutor, ask for help. If I don't understand and I'm kind of shy, not confident to ask in class, I have the chance to email them and understand what I don't understand. If I ignore this thing, I will never change. I have to bear with the mistake forever without any change. So I find it really important. And also, it's about how I can show other people my dream and also think big, have a dream big. This experience make me really satisfied with the proactive attitude that I gained after the time that I learned in NTU. Is when I talk with Michael, tutor of my contact management um, module, and he told me that I have the courage to talk out loud my dream, my career path, and ask for the professional person about tutor who has many experience and also have overview about the industry to give me the right advice, what I need to do. So if if I don't show them what I need, don't ask them what I don't know. So how can I know today how to be prepared for my career path? I have received from my tutor many helpful resources to gain the knowledge in the industry that I'm interested in. So it's really satisfying for me. Uh, and one thing that I really thankful for NTU is they also uh, consider my request. Actually, that for the academic English, they only have the session 1 hour for each student you can book. But because I want to improve my communication, I have the suggestion that can I have a consistent tutorial with one person to so that they can evaluate my progression, how I changed, what I need to do more, something like that, and they agree. And I also have after 5 sessions to work with the academic English, I think that my presentation and my skill to communicate in English gain a lot, and it's really worth uh, asking for help. Mhm. The second significant experience that I had when during the time, little time that I have in learning face to face in the first term, that we have really memorable experience when our class can create a common group so then we can get to know each other more, support with daily life, also the academic knowledge. And I'm the one who have the courage to raise a hand and tell them that should we have a common group and should we get to know more each other, because actually that um, the time in face-to-face session is really limited. So but you are international student, you have to have the social network, and we also can support each other during the pandemic. I think that's the word, and it's really make me feel happy because every time we have some like some special event like Christmas or Easter or New Year's, they also show many memorable words to each other. And the last one is about how can I reach the NTU employability to prepare for my graduation. Um, this thing really helped me a lot because I have a better prepare for my future. And the last one, the last one will be about communication and also about the writing report. Um, I took part in a lot of session related to communicate, how to connect to other people, about negotiating, and storytelling, and I think that's really impressed me when the NTU can have this thing to support to develop my skill. And writing report, you can look into it. The first thing uh, the first start, I have the like blank page in the left, and then after day by day prepare after the comment of the tutor, I have a better report that I think that will support me a lot in the future. You can see. That's what I can done after the time I learned in NTU with a very practical case study that I need to improve day by day to show the idea, also how to express them in a professional way, to also how the audience can see my idea. I think it worked and very practical, and it helped me a lot in the future. I'm so proud what I have done this year. In the second part, I will talk more about the global goals for sustainable development and how I understand. One thing that I really think that is really important about SDG is the goal to become a global citizen, and also raise the awareness of a global citizen, how to make the world more sustainable development. Sustainable development really important because it helps the human being to develop, but don't have to compromise the ability of the future generation to meet the current need. And from AGZ, I have to gain the knowledge from understand the agenda, to see the vision, also raise the awareness about my responsibility to support in achieve sustainable development goal. And also I have to always keep myself updated with the report and the news to know some practice and the direction that many business day by day trying to achieve the SDG. And why it's really important, I actually that uh, for something that I read about the SDG, is mainly from the public sector who have to have the connection, because SDG is a global issue that need to have the hand of many nations. Mm, it means that the leadership is really important when, and also the union is the very important. Like the example in Edmonton, Canada, who in this in pioneer in how to strive to eliminate the poverty by creating more public participant, and have to make the multiple stakeholder to get involved in the long-term plan. And one famous company in food and beverage sector like Nestle, I can see that they try always stick their plan with the SDG goal, um, to start with how to make the formula of their product to support the people to have healthier diet, have the people to have the right thing to have quality life. And SDG 8 about focus on the next generation and to the farmer and entrepreneur, and continue have the goal to reduce the water in operation, because the consumption, also the production of a food and beverage sector is really enormous. So it's really need to it's really important to focus in this thing, and it's really matter because I think that all the SDG goal will have connected together and support together, and to achieve the most SDG goal, we need to have the connection, have the partnership between nation to nation, and people to people, to understand the common goal, what we are want to improve, why we need this thing. And it's really important because it's involved in every action of our activity of our life. And in the relation of global goal, what I can do for what I can do to support AGG in my chosen profession in the future, I have to say that would like to be someone that can push to develop the technology-based product who can support people have a better quality life. And I think there's the sector that the ADG that most associated with my role will be ADG 3, good health and well-being, ADG 8, decent work and economic growth, ADG 7 about 17 about partnership for the goals. I actually would like uh, to develop my leadership and also raise the awareness of other people about how can we do to uh, support humankind in how to use the gather data to predict and support for decision making, something like about demand and supply of product plant. It will be have support to have lower waste, but also support the economic growth, and it's also about the health care for other people. When we have the data and we have the diagnosed algorithm from the user data, we also can detect some clinical problem and give the alert to user. And other thing that I think that um, a future leader should think about is how we use the AI. I mean that for the industry for, but also don't depend too much in it about how to narrow down the side effect of transparent data nowadays, raise the awareness and protect people for their privacy. I think that responsible management is really important because it's the way to have the right direction to achieve the SDG goal. Because as you can see in the screen, I was showing what is responsible management. It's about striking to balance the interests of entire world to prosper for the benefit of both in current future generation. And also we can see that responsible management will have to uh, provide uh, on all the consideration about the ethic issue, about sustainability, and also about the responsibility. Is really important because it can create a sustainable and inclusive social economic development when it can achieve the SDG goal. And responsible management has a greater propensity to boost the competitive edge of economy when we ensure the business can be governed in a responsible way. It not break any law, concern about their customer, employee, society, and other important party. If you can develop the value for that business, and also can from that it can gain brand image, uh, and also support the global goal to be achieved. When it comes to a situation that I solve a problem as a team, actually that at this time I will step out of my comfort zone to raise hand to become a leader of a team. In the online activity at the session, we have to solve a case study as a team and then present in front of other people. Um, I would like to mention about the delegation at this time. There one member is really shy and he would like to he would like to become a presenter for our task because he's told that never before he has the courage to make this thing. And also in my team also has a person is really like a superstar of their class because he's really talent not only in the analytical thinking about his knowledge but also about the way he presentation to make other people to engage in him. And be and he but but this talent member do not really agree to let somebody that not have the experience to present in front of other people because it's maybe impact in the ranking of the team, the result of the team. Actually, that the learning outcome of this session is not about the ranking. It's about just the way we have to work in a team and also the knowledge that we gain when we solve the case. So in this time, I still keep my decision that let the member who suggests to be the first presentation of him to that day because and I have to persuade other people like that. Actually that we have to important it as a team is how to each person have the trust to show their ability, how to gain their personal development day by day, as by step out of comfort zone, and further that the outcome of the result, the outcome in presentation is not impact on our academic result or something like that. I mean that the learning outcome of the session is not about who will be the presenter. So it is time everybody agree, and I really think that it's the right decision because as a team we must make the member have the space to gain, have the courage to achieve higher, have the courage to show their ability, and also we have to, as a leader, I need to give the member my trust. And so, in my opinion, three characteristics of a successful manager will be a broader visionary about delegation and motivating other. I think it's really important because the first thing about the visionary is about how to build a goal and make other people still make other member in the team can understand the direction and believe in their vision. When we go together, when we have the common goal, we can go more faster, and also because people can't in other direction or have another vision can go together. So it have to be the first characteristic to make other people believe in one vision and gather all the people have the same vision. The delegation and motivating other will be related for the case that I said before. As a team, I think that for each person, when they have the same goal in a community, in a team, they need to can to show their ability, and the leader need to know which task will be suitable for this person to develop, suitable for this other person to achieve the goal, and this why is also related to the motivating other, because I want a healthy team is need to be gained together day by day, motivating to beat ourselves after day by day. And I think that's all. I think that I need to have more knowledge and also have more determination to listen, to find my life purpose, to have the vision that I can gather a group and develop my vision, also achieve about motivating myself and also other. That's all. Thank you for listening.